Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. I'm so happy you decided to pop in. It is Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. You know what that means. Because it's a Saturday, it means that we're on to a brand new master topic, which we'll get to in just a moment, so just sit tight. But thank you very much. We are just over 150,000 downloads, so thank you very much for your support. Please do scan the QR code, go to TikTok, on the believemeachieve.com page, and please go ahead and follow so we can start streaming there as well. I know Instagram has been having some issues on and off with streaming. I think they just have been having some platform issues. That's what I've been noticing, is that they've just been having some problems. And so that seems to be an ongoing issue. I don't know when they're going to fix it. But I know it's been a problem the last couple days. So if you miss the stream, you'll definitely get the post later on Instagram. All right, guys. So let's get right into this, shall we? Whether you're here at 8:30 at night, 8:30 in the morning, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 12 noon, 12 a.m. Thank you so much whenever you're here. I really do appreciate you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our main topic for the week is, everybody ready for it? Sure, I know you're ready for it. What's the topic going to be? Come on, take a guess. You know what it is, don't you? All right. Our master topic for this, well, the grand master topic for this week, ladies and gentlemen, is the following: how to help others. We're on series 3, which means we are in our third season, and we're on show number, it's actually show 6. But the actual topic for tonight's show is Elevate Lives by Helping, still series 3, show 6. And we're on episode number 1 because it is a Friday. So it is great to be here with you guys. I cannot thank you so very much for being with me. Thank you so much. So let's talk about the very first thing when we talk about how to help others. The first thing I think we have to come to a conclusion is, what does it mean to help? According to Merriam-Webster, and I'm going to quote, okay, Merriam-Webster defines help as a verb: to give assistance or support to someone, to provide someone with something that is useful or necessary in achieving an end, to make more pleasant or bearable, to rescue, to save, to be of use to further the advancement of, to change for the better, to refrain from, to keep from occurring, to restrain oneself from doing something, to serve with food or drink, especially at a meal, to take something for oneself without permission. The intransitive verb is to give assistance or support, often used without, to be of use or benefit. And of course, there is the noun, which is the act or instance of doing. Like, we're going to provide help. Yes, we will provide help to your organization when they need it. We're going to help your organization is the verb. So again, it just depends on the context and how you're using it. All right, guys. So let's get right into it, because I know you guys are curious. What is it that makes this possible? And I think the biggest thing I want to say to you is, now that we know what help means, right? We have to first know what help means. But did you know the most important thing about help is, because we have to know what it means, there's something else very, very vital, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? That is understanding that you have to help yourself first. Now, anyone that says to me, hey, John, you're helping yourself first, that's selfish. Well, my mission in life, excuse me, to become a better version of myself and help others become better versions of themselves. But see, if I don't become a better version of myself, if I don't help myself, ladies and gentlemen, then guess what happens? I cannot do anything. I can't help you. All right. That is probably the most important thing that I want to share with you, because I think a lot of people just get, they get confused about, what that really means. And although it's not hard to understand, I think some people just get a little, they get a little flustered with it. And so, when you think about help, you might be saying, John, I have no idea how to help you. Well, I get it. But we can help people in lots of different ways. Okay, lots of different ways. We'll get into that in a minute here. But first, you have to help yourself first. So what does that mean? Well, if you're not healthy, you have to be healthy. Okay. If you are trying to teach somebody a skill, you need to learn that skill first. For example, if you are trying to teach someone patience, then you better learn patience first. If you're trying to teach someone compassion, you got to learn compassion first. If you're going to teach someone how to be empathetic, you got to learn how to be empathetic. If you want to teach someone how to, let's say, build something, you first have to build it yourself. Many people I talk to get flustered because they don't often know where to go. So when we say that you need to help yourself, you need to find out what it is that makes you able to help or not help, and then just get the resources down. That's really all it comes down to. It's pretty simple. The other one for tonight, I don't want to bog you guys too much with things, but the other one for tonight is volunteer. That's right. Volunteer, ladies and gentlemen. Volunteering is so very, very, very vital. And if we don't volunteer, then I see that being a huge, huge problem. Yeah, a very huge problem. So how can we volunteer in life? Let's talk about that for a moment. So what are ways that we can volunteer? I know we've talked about it before, but so we're talking about help, I figured this would be important to re-talk about it. So you can do lots of things to volunteer. You could perhaps, some organizations want you to knit or crochet hats. Some of the seniors like to do that. Promote a cause. You can use your social media account to raise awareness for any of your favorite causes via hashtags, testimonials, etc., things like that. Shop for good when you're filling in certain things, and you can basically help part of the profits go to them. They have different things you can sign up for. A lot of them are free. Go green, write emails to lawmakers advocating access to solar energy through a vote solar email campaign. You can get crafty. You can put together hygiene kits. You can get grammatic, put your grammar snobbyists to use by proofreading for distributed proofreaders, an organization that digitizes public domain books. You can make blessing bags. These are bags, a package of snacks and bottled water to hand out to homeless people you may encounter while driving. Save energy. Raise awareness for conservation by washing your clothes with cold water and drying them on a clothesline. Keeping the family and kids warm with knit blankets, mittens, scarves. Become an e-mentor. Mentorship could help at-risk students stay in school, eventually graduate, making sure they do. Create a craft kit, putting activity kits together for sick children like St. Jude's and other hospitals. Take a quiz about world hunger, and the notes will make a donation to assist hungry people. You could do that. Donate spare computing power. Maybe your devices can help provide world-saving research on causes like stopping different viruses, picking an issue you're interested in, a world community grid. Volunteer virtually, like the Multiple Sclerosis Association of America Street Squad social media group. Plant an extra row in your garden and donate extra produce to a local food bank or a soup kitchen. There's other ideas too, which I'll talk to you. So you can run. That's one of the things I'm working on. So run. You download an app like Charity Miles to earn money for great causes going by on your morning jog or walking the dog. Also, you can check out sites such as active.com for a list of charity runs in your area. You can let the dogs out, sign up a local shelter to give their animals much needed socialization and interaction. You can get geeky. I don't like to use the word, but people do use it, and it's basically meaning you're great at technology. So volunteer with the Peace Geeks. That's another organization. Find your niche. You can get started in scouting, be a bookworm, tutor a child, host a car wash, buy in bulk, tech teach, help seniors that need to know technology, help kids get active, like the National Football League Youth Fitness Campaign, create and maintain a little free library, maybe a small little outdoor hutch full of books that you can take for free, and somebody can take one, leave one. Stay at the YMCA and help run a children's program at your local YMCA. Join a not-for-profit board. put on a show, code for a cause, use your technical knowledge to help government improve its services through Code for America, host and exchange students, become a coach for different sports teams, serve food, spread learning, lend an ear to someone, build a home, send care packages, clean up around your town, etc. Show pride, send encouragement to people, pray, hold a blood drive, adopt a mile. These have been around for a long time, and then you're kind of like your sign goes on the roadway, and you're basically sponsoring that mile, and your company's name is there. Host a motivational speaker, throw a birthday party, visit the homebound, host a free children's event, clean out your closet, give your loose change away, give blood or platelets. We talked about that. Be a mentor, bring a meal, donate used books, donate gently worn shoes, save old eyeglass frames, pass along your ride. Maybe you can donate your car to charity if it's something you're going to give away. Provide stuffed animals. Give the gift of movie night to an organization like Kid Flicks, which creates movie libraries for children's hospitals and pediatric wards all over the country. Transfer Tech, if you're buying a new desktop or laptop computer, consider donating your old one to gift, basically your PC, and then refurbish and donate to a not-profit. Donate old medical equipment. Some people will go for an extreme haircut and donate that to organizations like the Baldricks, the Locks for Loves, Wigs for Kids, etc., and things like that. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but these are just some of them. I mean, you can do so many great things. I mean, you can put on different programs, as we mentioned. The one I like the most when we think about volunteering is figure out what your community needs. Maybe there's a task in your community that needs to be done. It could be something as simple as, going around and paying the numbers on the curbs, because in an emergency, if they can't find the numbers, then that person could be in trouble because they can't get to them very, very easily. So I think that's a really, I think that's a big problem that happens. So why not help people? So volunteering, always a lot of people say, oh, well, John, if I volunteer, what am I going to get back? So what I want to share with you about volunteering, we'll talk more about this in the week. So definitely volunteer, but I don't want you to over volunteer. So if you feel like you're volunteering and you feel like you're never getting anything, you're volunteering too much. You need to volunteer and still feel that you have a cup being full. If you're volunteering and it's like, oh my gosh, you can't do something, well, then that's a problem, guys. That is a huge problem. So you don't want to have, that issue. I'll tell you that volunteering is something that not only will help someone else, but it'll help you, because they say when you give to someone else, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's your skills, right, it comes back to you. If you give something good, it comes back to you. You give something bad, well, that comes back to you too. That's karma. We'll talk about that another time. So let's just review for tonight. We talked about what help means, right? We said that you have to help yourself first. And if you don't help yourself first, you're never going to be able to help other people. And you're going to be so frustrated before you even start. So realize your body, your signals, your heart. What is it saying? What does it want you to do? And if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so much, like I don't know when I'm going to have time for myself. We all had those moments, right? That's a good indication that we need to pull back. Just to give an example, so I would donate to a lot of libraries in the area, but then I realized after I did this for many, many years that only maybe one of them actually was beneficial for me. Now, I didn't do it to make money, but it was a huge expense donating to these libraries. And forget the fact that I didn't get any business. I didn't even get a call for potential business. You see, so many people have their hands out like this, waiting for you to give to them. But if your hand is ever out once and it needs something, it's like they don't see it, or they're like, what's your hand doing? So I think we have to be selfish for ourselves. We have to really show love, compassion, but mostly also empathy to ourselves. We have to love ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't have empathy for ourselves, if we don't understand early how to help ourselves, we're going to burn out. That could be getting sick. That could be more than getting tired. That could be anything health related. That could be feelings of depression. It could also not only mean that, but it also could take us away from what we do every day, our passion, what we love to do. So that could be a big issue, right? And so I want to share with you that this is very, very, very important. I mean, extremely important. So what I want to tell you is that helping is key, because when we help and it's balanced, we all feel good in our life. Before I do say goodbye to you guys tonight, I want to thank you for being here. And I also want to let you know that I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. And ladies and gentlemen, I am a podcast host and a podcast coach. And I'm a specialist in helping businesses tell a story that leads to them growing and being more scalable and profitable. Now, I typically do work with companies that bring in 10 million or more. And I really love to help them start to find their truth and then get that truth out to the world. All right, guys, have yourself an amazing rest of your night, and I'll catch you.